What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So here we are at the situation now. I have Mayor Adams in the broadcast room, and we're also going to get to the governor of Massachusetts. And first off, with Eric Adams, he had a press briefing here, and the thing of this is, these reporters were asking all types of crazy ass questions, stupid things. But listen, look, we're going to dive off into this thing. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you? Two questions. First, you've predicted that mass deportations won't happen in New York City.
You said, I'm sorry.
You predicted that mass deportations won't happen in New York City.
I predicted that?
Yes, you've said that they won't happen here.
Okay, I don't know about predicted, but go ahead.
Well, do you think that they will happen here?
We're going to do everything possible to make sure that people are treated in the dignity and humane way that we've done for these last few years.
Okay, so then my question is, how can migrant New Yorkers be sure that they won't happen here, given that ICE can make arrests in New York City without police cooperation? And then the second question is, why should New Yorkers, including migrant New Yorkers, trust that you will advocate for them with the new Trump administration?
See, first off here, the thing of this is, yes, ICE can do that. And this is the problem here, people. Everybody's running scared, things like that, and we get it. But see, though, this is the problem that we have here when we've allowed this previous administration to just allow a bunch of illegal people just run over here, giving them free money, places to stay, things like that. Now everybody wants to pull on the American heartstrings and sit around here. Oh my goodness, wow! Are we just gonna have all these mass people get deported and stuff like that? The same way they brought their ass over here.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Same way. And see, when and I get it, as human beings, we need to have, understanding for people. But this is the point right here. This situation was forced upon us as American citizens. We were forced to have our tax money do this. We were forced to actually allow all these people over here. We were forced into this process. And now that the trash man is coming to clean shit up, you know what I'm saying, to take out the damn trash out here. Everybody got a problem. Everybody want to run to the curb of their house and be like, well, no, I didn't mean to put that in the trash.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Yes, you did.
Administration, given that you have a personal stake in winning the president's favor.
Okay, a couple of things. Do you think every New Yorker believes there should not or should be mass deportation? Do you believe every New Yorker believes that?
No, but you have said you don't think there should be.
Yeah, but you said, how can I advocate for New Yorkers? So I should only advocate for one type of New Yorker or all New Yorkers?
Well, that's tough. I don't think you can advocate for all New Yorkers.
Oh, really?
Hold on here. Did I just hear what I thought I heard? Hold on here. Let's go here now. I got to go back a little bit. Hold on here.
Well, that's tough. I don't think you can advocate for all New Yorkers.
Oh, really?
So that's tough. So the mayor of New York, the mayor of New York, which was elected by the people of the city of New York, which she's one of the people that live in said city because she's a reporter there. She's asking the foolish question and then going to sit there and say, well, I don't think that you can advocate for all New Yorkers. How is that damn possible when he's the mayor of fucking New York?
And what the French toast is there
That's
to
his
think
job
about?
to do so. What is going on out here, people? But see, though, this is the thing right here. Yeah, Mayor Adams is getting on board with a lot of situations right here. I really don't think he was really down for this migrant situation in the first place. He just had to fall in line because of the party that he was involved with. But it just is what it is here, man.
Okay, so which New Yorker I shouldn't advocate for? The ones that agree with you or disagree with you?
Well, if you believe there should be no mass deportations, how can people believe that you will advocate for that with the incoming Trump administration?
But you set up a question. This is very interesting, the question you set up. So there's certain New Yorkers I shouldn't advocate for?
I'm not sure that was my question.
Crazy girl, you just sit there and said you don't think he able to advocate for every New Yorker. What the hell you thought you meant?
My question was, why should New Yorkers trust that you will advocate for them with the administration?
Let's go back again. There's some New Yorkers, there are people who stop me on the street and says, I voted for the president and I believe there should be mass deportation. There are people stop me on the street and say, I believe it shouldn't be mass deportation. So what one needs to do is have the ability to sit people in the room and come up with real solutions. That's what I've been doing for 3 years. And so for you to state, I'm trying to cover someone's favor, when this is what I've been talking about since the beginning of my administration, that we've been in this problem. And even prior to that, I've been an advocate to deal with immigration issues. So this is not about trying to get anyone favor. This is about making sure we treat this city and the residents of the city in a humane way, and that I listen to both sides. That's the difference between being the mayor and someone who could just give opinions. I got to listen to all New Yorkers, not
right.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Right. That's part of his job, to listen to all New Yorkers, that get the facts, get the actual opinions and what these people actually want in New York and things like that. And I guarantee you, even though he said himself, he's being stopped by people that are for deportation. He's also being stopped by people that are not for deportation. But I guarantee you, though, once the tax dollars hit the fan out here, you know, it's going to be a lot more people that want these people gone. All right, so we're going to keep going here. And apparently we got Fox back in the broadcast and the things like this. And yeah, they're gonna actually talk to the governor of Massachusetts and a few other things. And we already heard what Tim Holloman had to say. Had to say about the situation with Tom. I'm sorry, but you know, the new borders are. We already heard what he had to say, and this is what's going down here. And he said it's going down whether you people like it or not. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Well, Democrats are already preparing to push back on former President Trump's planned migrant deportation program. Massachusetts Governor Maure Healey is already declaring that her state will not comply.
If the Trump administration requests it, would the Massachusetts State Police assist in mass deportations?
No, absolutely not. Every tool in the toolbox has got to be used to protect our citizens, to protect our residents, and protect our states, and certainly to hold the line on democracy and the rule of law.
But the president-elect's newly named border czar, Tom Homan, says he won't be stopped by sanctuary cities or states. Watch.
And look, I've seen some of these Democratic governors say they're going to stand in the way. They're going to make it hard for us. Well, a suggestion: if you're not going to help us, get the hell out of the way, if we're going to do it. So if we can't get assistance from New York City, and we may have to double the number of agents we send to New York City, because we're going to do the job. We're going to do the job without you or with you.
And Homan defended the president-elect's deportation plan, saying that it puts our national security first.
President Trump has made it clear we will prioritize public safety threats and national security threats first. If you're in the country illegally, you shouldn't feel comfortable. Absolutely not. I won't feel comfortable if I'm in the country illegally. You shouldn't be comfortable either, because when you enter this country illegally, you have committed a crime. You are a criminal, and you're not off the table.
I love that, Steve. There's been a big comfort that illegal entrants have enjoyed for quite some time now. The whole point is you shouldn't be comfortable.
I mean, isn't it amazing just to see that, just the transformation, you know, that attitude, rather than the sort of nonsense we've had for 4 years. Just a quick point on the attitude of these Democrat governors. What Orwellian doublespeak there from the governor of Massachusetts? She's like, we're going to protect our people. Excuse me, you have people who are illegally here. They shouldn't be in the first place. Violent criminals, assaulting, in some cases murdering American citizens, and she's going to protect the criminals? It's just absolutely extraordinary.
Hey, it's extraordinary.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Hey, but I get it though. Yes, it is fucking extraordinary out here that this individual, this lady, at the end of the day, that's an American-born American citizen. You know what I'm saying? That's the governor of one of our precious states and things like that. That she's going to actually stop or try not to actually work with the situation that the previous administration has been bringing these people over here illegally out here. And she know that they're here illegally. I can't wait till they actually get to the Colorado situation up there in Aurora and get those bats up out of there.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Where's the governor of Colorado? Aurora, the mayor of Aurora. We need to get to that. I cannot wait to get to that report. Real talk, seriously, because that's a huge. That's crazy out there. It's crazy everywhere, but yes, I can't wait till they get there. Let's keep going.
And that's what's been happening for 4 years. We talked about this last week, Harris, that indeed, where was the protection? Where was that strength during the last 4 years when our American citizens have been under attack?
Well, and I would add to that, Emily, where was the compunction to use it if it even existed in the first place? I mean, where was the intestinal fortitude to look at the southern border? And by the way, we don't talk enough about the northern border, but to look at how porous our entry points on our country have been throughout this administration. Where was the intestinal fortitude to say, no, enough. We're going to do this the right way. We want legal immigrants in this country. I just don't know. It's like she lost her voice, Kamala Harris. I'm not sure, but she was in charge. With or without the title of czar, she was the vice president who Biden picked to solve the problems on the border.
And it seems, Kaylee, that messaging, that's what the voters spoke. That message of not again, no more, and it's time to prioritize Americans, which Tom Homan will clearly drive.
Tom Homan is incredible. Tom Homan is tough, firm. He's the guy to get the job done. I'm glad he is borders are. But prepare for that man to be villainized and demonized, and Trump too, and Stephen Miller too.
Right. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of these separating families and pulling on America's heartstrings and things like that. But it's the time now to stand firm. It's the time now to keep everything going the way that we actually collectively as a whole country fucking voted out here.
So what the French toast is there to think
We have
about?
to remember. You have to keep our memories intact. Remember, people, the Democratic Party was trying to destroy people. And I'm telling you right now, at the end of the day, regardless of what, the thing of this is, when they brought these illegals in right now, they brought them into Black communities. They brought them into Hispanic communities. We as Black and Hispanic people and other community, Asian also, yes, we didn't need these people being dropped on us. And I'm speaking definitely for my Black community right now. I don't care what place you live in America. You could be in Chicago, New York, LA, wherever. They drop these people off in our neighborhoods because they consider our neighborhoods the poorest neighborhoods and things like that. So yeah, I see why they did that. But the facts of the matter is that they drop these people off and then they expect us not to want these people up out of here. Look at what's going on in Chicago. Brandon Johnson, the whole debacle, he's out there, you know what I'm saying? The whole the whole citizens of Chicago is basically trying to turn that place red because of what Brandon Johnson's doing. Come on, people.
But here's the courage and fortitude and what they could rest upon. 54% in an Ipsos poll said they want mass deportation. Public opinion has shifted. They stand behind the plan of the Trump administration because why? 8 million plus legal immigrants have entered the country. 50,000 pounds of fentanyl since Biden took office. That's enough to kill every man, woman, and child multiple times over in this country. 24,000 Chinese nationals in 2023 alone crossed our border. That's why Tom Homan conveys his message with so much passion, because he has seen the risk that you all are at because of a lawless southern border. He may be villainized, but the American people are behind him.
Kaylee, your thoughts?
Well, I would just note that Fox's Bill Malugin has pointed out that Massachusetts actually has some of the worst cases of migrant crime in the entire country. horrible case. It defies all logic and reason that the Democratic governor of Massachusetts would go on camera and defend those kinds of criminal migrants who should have been deported a very long time ago. And you're right, Kaylee, the vast majority of the American public stands behind the mass deportations. This isn't controversial. It's basic law enforcement. If you are violating U.S. law, you do not belong here. And so we'll see what happens in the days ahead. But I would imagine that the Trump administration is going to get pretty strict with some of these sanctuary cities in particular, not just sending a few hundred more ICE agents, but actually putting at risk the federal funding of cities and states that refuse to abide by federal immigration law.
As they should. And to your point, remember, it's Minnesota that has the largest percentage of ISIS radicalized members, over 27% from the former Democrat candidate for vice president's home state.
Yeah, that's your boy Tampon Tim State. Old Minnesota out there. Yeah, okay.
Remember when Jen Psaki laughed at the notion of people in Virginia caring about illegal immigration? Yes. The whole point is every state has been a border state under the past administration. Hey, everyone. I'm Emily All
right. So it is what it is
So
here.
what the French toast is there to think about?
It is what it is here, people. And yes, the huge problem here is that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these individuals, especially in these Democratic strongholds, they're not going to want to accept this fact, and they're going to give pushback. We already heard from the district attorney, but the attorney general of New York. She said she's got contingencies plans in play, things like that. We're hearing from, of course, the governor of Massachusetts. They're talking out the side of their fucking necks out here. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen, this is going to happen, people. This has to happen to relieve our tax burden. And we need to allocate that money back to the citizens of this country. We got roads that need to be paved. We got education system that needs to be dealt with, you know, that money could go to make sure that we start getting our children back to a good reading level and things like that to compete with the rest of the world. Listen, look, my question is here. Hold on. How many other countries actually have sanctuary cities in them? I mean, you know, somebody answer that for me.
So what the French toast is there to
How
think
many
about?
other countries out there will allow American citizens to just come there in droves and then just give us money and things like places to stay and all that shit and just disregard their citizens? How many other countries will allow such things like that to happen and actually have, you know, it actually disrespect their own natural born citizens? I guarantee it's not a lot. So don't give me these heartstrings and all this mystical thought process and your fake ass tears out here, because ICE coming knocking at the damn door. Amen.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Real talk.
Shut up. You're still on meth, Cheryl.
You old fish-eyed fool.
But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers out there. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.